Why, hello, my friends. Good morning. Welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare, a show where we, the audience, and your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, make a writing room together. We will create something unique, sometimes silly, sometimes profound, but always special together. It's a pleasure to be here with you. This is a highlight of my week, and I thank you for being here with me. You can always watch the show on Facebook, facebook.com/Shakespeare Proves, on YouTube, youtube.com/Shakespeare Proves. Click the bell, ring the bell, kick the bell, headbutt the bell, whatever you gotta do with that bell. And also, you can watch it at Nat21 Adventures Twitch channel. Starting very soon, there's actually going to be just one feed only for Twitch, by the way. And then we're going to do the show again on Facebook and YouTube. So the Twitch one might happen around 9 a.m. That's going to be either next week or the week after. We're going to start that. Today's show also, real quick, let's support the show by supporting our sponsors, brought by friends happening, and they're taking applications now. And also the Shakespeare Yogi, yoga for actors, performers, and also for everyone. Pay what you can classes on the first and third Sundays of the month, and private sessions available on Zoom. Use code shakes.approved to save 50% off of your first private class. And thank you to them for supporting the show. So good morning to all of you. Alex Stephen Arke shouting out good morning over there on Facebook. And Heli Koskinen. Heli, I apologize. I always get your name wrong. But thank you so much for tuning in from Europe. Oh my goodness gracious. Good evening, she says. Oh my gosh, the time differentials when you're dealing with a globe. But welcome to the show, everyone. So let's anyone who is new, if you're just dropping in for the first time. So a sonnet. Make this card up. I'm proud of that. A sonnet is a 14-line poem with 3 to 4 A rhymes with line C, line B with line D, and then you repeat that formula for all three, and it closes with a rhyming couplet. It's written in iambic pentameter. That means it's 10 syllables per line. And it can go to 11 syllables, hendacasyllabic, if the need arises, usually for extra emphasis, or if your words that you've chosen are just too good. So that's what we're going to do. And I hope that you will be a full partner in this as we create our sonnet together this morning. Suggest the theme, and then also suggest lines. And I basically will serve as the editor in charge, the head writer for our writer's room, picking what lines will go where and that sort of thing. So this is a very collaborative process, and I am just always thrilled that you're here to share it with me. And let us get this going. All right, have it here on screen. And let me just zoom in a little bit so we can see everything a little bit better. If you're wondering what the candy jar is, the candy jar is good lines that don't quite fit. And I like to try to use them later in the poem at another point. And let's see. Alex Stephen Orke is loving the new pictures. All right. Are you referring to the... Are you referring to this one that we threw up earlier? Yeah, that is a picture by Ron Frary, absolute wonderful artist. And if you're referring to that, great. I'm very glad. Also, this picture right here from Richard Jones. That both of those photos were taken at the New York Renaissance Fair. I think possibly the same day as each other. I like writing in trees because it's fun. Yeah. So those are really good times. I adore those photos too. So here on Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare, let's get your audience suggestions of what we're going to write about. And I'm going to clear out the bottom bar there. Just switch up to our live banner. There we go. There we go. All right. So what are we writing about today? Our ode to and the lovely blue light of reading. So, all right. What are we going to write about today? Alex Stephen RK says spring renewal. Those are very good. Spring and renewal go really well. Breakfast can also fit in with that, in my opinion, because it's you know, the first meal of your day, possibly also your second, if you are a hobbit, and it's a good time. It gets you going, so I think that's good. Abigail Belcastro says an ode to trees, since I love writing in them. I do love writing in trees, and so those are both very good suggestions. While we are waiting for more suggestions to roll in, allow me to also talk to you a little bit about the sponsors for today's show. So let me just jump. I mentioned that today's show is brought to you by a couple of sponsors. First up, the Friends of the Colorado Northwestern Field Museum. Now, they are offering dinosaur digs, with Colorado Northwestern Community College. Applications for Summer 21 are now open. And now, while many people only dream of taking part in a dinosaur excavation, through Colorado Northwestern Community College, that dream can become a reality. Now, located in the heart of dinosaur country, CNCC offers you the chance to work alongside professional paleontologists to uncover fossils that have been buried for 74 million years. And let me wear my hat while I do this. All right, this is one of my fantastic going outside adventure hats. So here we go. So, during a 2-week session, you will learn about paleontology by digging, brushing, and uncovering a unique fossilized specimen. No advantage of this amazing opportunity. Only passion for fossils, but plan personal. I really want to go. I really wish I had the time in my schedule to allow me to go. So cool. Here on screen, I'm going to throw that into the comments if you want to be able to click on it. So let's throw that into the comments right now. Boom. And also, for more information, I want you to contact Liz Johnson. Email Liz Johnson at elizabeth.johnson@cncc.edu, or you can call her up 970-824-1119 for more information. So it's going to be amazing. What are you going to discover this summer? And also the Shakespeare Yogi. Now, the Shakespeare Yogi, Lena Chilingarian, she is helping creatives to develop authentic connections to balance and their characters by combining yoga with Shakespeare accessibly and playfully. Virtual pay what you can classes are available over Zoom on the first and third Sundays of the month at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Recommended $5 donation, but of course, again, pay what you can. Private lessons are also available over Zoom by appointment. They're built to the individual needs and goals of the individual creative. Virtual private lessons are valued at $50, and you can use Shakes.approved for a 50% discount on info to the pay what you can and private lessons. Email Lena for shakes.com. And you can also message her on Instagram at the Shakespeare Yogi. Oh, that is all there. Now, let's get back into what you are saying over here. All right. Let's see. Janine does not normally eat second breakfast, but finds it hard to turn down if offered. Yeah, I rarely eat a second breakfast, but again, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no to a Danish. Perish the thought. Alec is all for second breakfast, by the way. Janine says a second spring. That has meanings there. Alex Stephen RK says, Ode to the Hobbits, maybe. And let's see. Helly is still waiting for first spring snowstorm yesterday. Ooh, sorry about that. We're probably going to have her here. And then Abigail Balcastro says, love, like she likes the ode to the Hobbits or possibly to Tolkien. So I think second breakfast Hobbit philosophy is needed. All right, let's do it. Ode to second breakfast. All right, second breakfast. First 11s. Oh, goodness gracious. So here we go. Let us have. All right. So by the way, if I are breakfast, second breakfast, these tea, dinner, supper, and then like me, add in afters, which is dessert. You can also have naps in there. And the smoking of pipe weed. Not me, I smoke bubbles. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Enough time to hit that mute button. You're welcome, Internet. So let's see. Joe DeFilippo says, good morning, Master Shakespeare and everyone. He's a huge fan of breakfast for dinner. I think that's actually what I'm making tonight for dinner, by the way. So that could be that or ramen. And I'm thinking breakfast for dinner. Omelets, pancakes, some nice toast from fresh baked bread that I made. Well, it's no longer quite fresh. It's the bread I made on Sunday, but making more this weekend. He's going to go to a diner at 10:30 p.m. getting a breakfast platter. Or breakfast pater, as he wrote. I'm sure you meant platter. However, breakfast pater means it is the father of breakfasts. And I think that's just what everyone should call me now, breakfast pater. I think it's good. So, and Alex, a friend of mine, likes to yell, science! Whenever someone sneezes. And I find that one hilarious. The Germans, of course, say Gesundheit. And then my dad likes to say Godzilla. Godzilla! Whenever you sneeze. Because my dad is weird. And introduced me to Godzilla movies. So, let's see. Let's get into our... Joe, why'd you ruin my fantasy? You confirmed that I felt that you meant platter, but breakfast pater, come on. Father of breakfasts. That's fine. Let's get into writing this. Start coming up with your lines for suggestions, or rather suggestions for lines, and let's see what we have. All right, I'm going to move this just over here on my screen. Doesn't mean anything to you. You can't see what I'm doing. But let us see. Ode to breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal, or meal. Meal could be one or two. So breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You can make it hendacasyllabic. That's 11 syllables. So let's try it, because I have an idea. Breakfast. Most important meal of the day. Except for all of the others. Ooh. Second breakfast is not to be sneezed at. Great line. Great line, Janine. Second breakfast is not to be sneezed at. Is not to be sneezed at. And 11sies. It pairs best with a cup of black coffee. That'd be not quite where we want to go right there, but you know, let's write it into our candy jar. Joe? I don't want to underline. pairs best with a cup of black coffee. All right. Helly says, in Stockholm, there's a very nice Hobbit house B&B. All right, I gotta go. You sold me there. You don't need the rest of that sentence, that statement, Helly, but we're going to read it anyway. In Stockholm, there's a very nice Hobbit house B&B. They actually serve second breakfast included to this day. Pancakes and jam and cream. Oh, no line, sorry, but what's the contents of second breakfast? Oh, so here's the fun thing. There are no rules. First breakfast, a lot of people go savory and then more sweet for the second breakfast, or vice versa. For Off-Screen Wife and I, when we do Hobbit Feast Day, which is also Lord of the Rings Marathon Day, we combine it with Hobbit Feasts. First breakfast tends to be either like a cold cereal, or the second breakfast tends to be a little bit of sausages, eggs of omelette or scrambled. So very good. And then 11sies often will have more eggs with it, like you can go on a bagel or an English muffin. So there's no real rules. It's your preferences. Some people will have rules. I have no rules. No, your preference. So that's it. There it is. There we go. So that is how it is. Speaking of Off-Screen Wife, I'm hearing the pitter-patter of her feet running up the stairs. So she might make an appearance behind the camera at some point during this program today. Let's see. It tides you over until 11sies. That is a good one. That is a good one. I'm going to write it into the into the candy jar until we know exactly where we're going with it. It tides you over until 11sies. Let's see. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. 11, which goes along with the hendacasyllabic first line. Alec, wonderful. Wonderful. There we go. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. Oh, Janine Rinker. Whether al fresco or on a nice tray, that's going in the candy jar. Here we go. Well, so many great lines this morning, people. I love you all. Whether al fresco or on a nice tray. All right. Great way to start the day. A great way to start a day. Kathy, well done. Alec, he says he's coming to my house for Hobbit Feast Day. Best of luck. I live in the country, mate. we live in places that FedEx can rarely find. So, Janine, says when she was in Australia for a week, she ate a huge breakfast, got some fruit or something for lunch, and a kind bar maybe for supper. So she was living on breakfast that week. You know, that's not bad. Breakfast, so great. It's carbs. It's often proteins. It gets you going and keeps you going, and it's so wonderful. That's why I love oatmeal. Also, fun fact, I'm not friends with the man. I think he's very nice. I have met on 3 occasions the founder of Kind. Yeah. His name's Daniel. Nice guy. Like, very nice guy. One could argue he is kind. Huh? No? All right. So, Abigail Belcastro. Black pudding, sausage, eggies, and cheese. I've never had black pudding, and I'm English, and so you think that's weird. Is Off-Screen Wife coming in? Is she? Oh, we can hear her. She is off screen. Hello. I'm just here with the internet right now. What? I know. We're writing a poem together. What's it about today? Oh, today it is an ode to second breakfast and first breakfast and 11sies, etc. Basically Hobbit feasting. Yeah. So here's what we have so far. So let's see. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Second breakfast is not to be sneezed at. Coffee brewing and eggs is the way. And then a line to rhyme with sneezed at. But we have so many wonderful candy jar lines right now. Pairs best with a cup of black coffee, or ties you over into 11sies, whether al fresco or on a nice tray. It's a great way to start your day. Black pudding, sausage, eggies, and cheese. So these are all wonderful candy jar lines, and it's a fun process this morning.
I love it.
Yes, I thought you might. Yes. So, how's your day going?
Good.
Excellent. Are you sticking around?
I have to go.
All right. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
All right. So do you want to do breakfast for dinner tonight?
Kind of.
All right. We're doing breakfast for dinner because our earlier conversation about it and now talking about it with the internet. Hello again, internet. Really makes me want breakfast for dinner. Fluffy pancakes, omelets, good crispy bacon.
Maybe chickpea omelet.
Ooh, chickpea omelet. Go totally vegan tonight then.
Except for the egg in my pancake, because I like that.
You like the egg in the pancake? All right. So almost totally vegan.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Ovo vegetarian.
Over vegetarian. All right. I love you.
Love you.
That was off-screen wife, and she remained off-screen, so it's kind of hilarious. So Adam Tompkins watching on YouTube. Good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. Let's see. Alex Stephen Arke says, eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. Hi, off-screen wife. I missed that. So eat and eat. So let's write these two into the candy jar. Black pudding, sausage, eggies, and cheese. Let's get that in there. Black pudding. Never had it. And I'm English. Black pudding, sausage, eggies, and cheese. That's it. Trinidad. Eggies and cheese. I believe in the Oxford comma. I love it. And then also, eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. Oh, where'd I go? All right. Eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. All right. I think that one might be our closing line. Let's see. All right. So let's delete out of there. Oh, goodness gracious. Why can't I keep things standard? All right. And Adam Bly says, good day, Lord Shakespeare. Good day, mate. Welcome. All right. So let us see what we have for this. So breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Second breakfast is not to be sneezed at. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. Eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. All right, let's see. Eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. Ooh! Eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. 9. We need to fix that. All right. All right. Candy jar could be its own sonnet. Really good today. Janine says, some folks ship breakfast. How crazy is that? You know what? I do ship breakfast. I ship breakfast with second breakfast. I think they are best friends. Pancakes or flapjacks and add warm and fluffy nutrients, Joe DeFilippo says. All right. You know what? Let's put that into the candy jar, Joe. Pancakes or flapjacks. Add warm and fluffy nutrients. All right. All right. So alterations. We eat and eat, or let's eat and eat. Abigail says, eat and eating breakfast needed stat. Let's see. I'm kind of in favor of we eat and eat. We eat and eat. So we eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. All right. Second stanza. Let's get into it. All right. Beg pardon, I'm about to cough. Don't worry, I don't have COVID. I just have a dry throat. Also, at this point, I don't know how I would have COVID. I go nowhere. Although, fun fact, this Saturday I get my second Pfizer shot. I'm very excited. Be able to get back out into the world. So, goodness gracious. All right. Ooh, possible alteration from Abigail. Quick, cook to eat. Breakfast is needed. Snack. Oh, that's not bad. Everything will be drowned in maple syrup. Oh, goodness. That's getting written down. Everything will be drowned in maple syrup. By the way, Dog Cabin, Aunt Jemima, all the rest of those aren't syrups. Table syrup, not syrup. No, maple syrup. That is syrup. Don't give me that other crap now. Ugh. All right. Thank you, Janine, Alec, for congrats on the shot. Yeah, I'm quite excited. Thank you, Abigail. Yes, thank you. It's going to be it's going to feel good. So then 2 weeks after, so basically at Easter point, I'll be good to go. Actually, just before. So my father-in-law's birthday, I will be able to stop venturing out into the world with a little bit of a burden lifted off of us. It just feels so good, doesn't it? Maybe this should have been about spring. All right. Well, next week or the week after, if we're doing 2 in a day, we could. So there we go. All right, let's get into the second stanza, though. We are 28 minutes in. Let us start working on the second stanza. All right. Janine says, stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. Eggs for breakfast makes her think about camping. That's fun. That's a good thought. And let's write that down. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. Unless we go fire, which also works. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. Works. And I'm going to say it pairs best with a cup of black coffee. So let's take it. It pairs best with a cup of black coffee. It pairs best with a cup of black coffee. All right. I like the poem. We're going to have to alter it a little bit because it's too many syllables right now, but let's take it. I believe it's Joe. Well done, Joe. Pancakes or flapjack? Flapjack is a more fun word than pancakes, so let's take flapjacks. Flapjacks add warm and fluffy nutrients. Boom! Slant rhyme to hands. It works. And something to rhyme with coffee now. We should change black to hot for the coffee line. All right. Let's do. Pairs hot coffee. There we go. And pairs best with a cup of hot. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. It pairs best with a cup of hot coffee. Flapjacks add warm and fluffy nutrients. coffee. Oh, I also drink my coffee black, Joe. Yes. Yeah, I also drink a black. Yeah. Except seasonal. When I'm able to get like the eggnog or pumpkin spice creamer, that is, dairy free because it's a vegan, like silk almond milk. Pretty good. Does Aggie slap rhyme to coffee? Let's try it. Let's see. Let's try, Abigail. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. It pairs best with a cup of hot coffee. Flapjacks add warm and fluffy nutrients. Black pudding, sausage, cheese, and eggs. Not quite. Black pudding, sausage, cheese, and eggies. Black pudding, sausage, cheese, eggies. Still felt like it was more. Also, black pudding, sausage. Black pudding, sausage, old sleep. Oh, let's do that. There's our slant rhyme with eggs. So, stand by the fire and warm your cold hand, best with a cup of hot coffee. Flapjacks add warm and fluffy nutrients. Black pudding, sausage, egg boiled softly. Oh, Alec, you are not wrong. The hot with warming up the hands particularly more appropriate than black coffee. And also, yeah, if you're a coffee drinker and you're looking to lose a little bit of weight, take cream and sugar out of your coffee. That is one of the easiest and best ways you can do to drop some weight and improve your health a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I drink my coffee black. Again, it's okay at that point. But yes, I'm very much back into black coffee drinking season, and even most of the time in the winter holidays, I will still drink it black most of the time. So cheers. It's black, by the way. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. Janet Livingston, coffee. That's a fun line. All right. So, here's what we have so far. Breakfast, the meal of the day. Breakfast, sneeze. Coffee brewing, eggs cooking is the wet, and eat breakfast is needed start. Stand by the fire and cold hands. It pairs best with a cup of hot coffee. Flapjacks, warm hands. Black pudding, sausage, eggs boiled softly. All right. Helly, it says, still missing, loving English, right? Hey, as an Englishman, I can say that is a terrible idea. Especially if you have black coffee with it. You have your black coffee. That is not a rational choice, especially if you're then cannot endorse that. I have so many of my countrymen are like, what are you talking about, Shakespeare? What are you talking about? And it's not a good choice, friends. It's not a good choice for you, but most especially, it's not a good choice for your friends or loved ones. Janine says she's up first to cook, avoiding dishes because the rule is if you help cook, someone else does dishes. That's usually our rule too, but also just kind of whoever does them. So I'm cooking majority this week, and I'm also doing most of the dishes just because off-screen wife is working very long hours, so it's kind of up to me. What? No, all of you. No, you don't need them. Don't need the bee. Is it just me? Is it just me? Oh, goodness gracious. So I have an idea here. I have an idea for our next. Oh, you know what? So there we go. This was my thought, and then I saw it in the candy jar. So here we go. And also, let's take out that one because we've used it. Tides you over until 11th. And here's a fun thing. This line is hendacasyllabic. Ah, I know. 11 Z's is in a line with 11 syllables. I know. I'm as surprised as you are, Internet. I'm surprised as you are. So it tides you over until 11 Z's. I'm in Anglophone. I just can't abide beans at breakfast. I cannot. I understand it. So many members. I aren't one of them. It's terrible. So just so silly. All right. So it tides you over until 11 Z's. Right. Yeah, I'm not very much of a tea person. I will drink tea occasionally, especially if I have a cold or from fixing my throat. But coffee is my preferred choice. Very James Bond. See, you look at this. You look at this and you're like, yeah, Shakespeare, James Bond. Shakespeare. Will Shakespeare. Licensed to Quill. That's right. Licensed to Quill. I'm gonna write that down. That's randomly close. I'm writing it down right now on a note. Shakespeare. Will Shakespeare. I'm such an idiot this morning. Licensed to Quill. I'm such an idiot. I apologize. We should do the alfresco line next. Oh, there we go. Whether alfresco or on a nice tray. Well done. I believe you came up with the line. Also, well done both. This is home we're doing. So very collaborative. I love you all so very much. It tides you over until 11 alfresco on a nice tray. I'm going to make that. You tide you over until 11 Z's, whether al fresco or on a nice tray. 11 Z's. Let's open rhyming dictionary. All right. 11 Z's. Irrelevancies, deliverances, equivalencies. Equivalencies. That's a 5-syllable word. That could be fun. At the thought of missing out, my heart tenses. Oh. Oh, you hear 11Z's as rhyming with senses instead of Hensley's. All right. Interesting. All right. I can see that. I like it. Alex Stephen Arcade, by the way, says "License to Quill" seems like a good subtitle for the next play. Maybe. What would the show be? It's obviously vaguely spyish. Oh, goodness. Unless it's a full original and it's just about Shakespeare doing a thing. So that could be fun. No other meal has equivalencies. No other meal has no other meal has equivalencies. Makes it 11 with the 11Z's. I like it, Abigail Bel Castro. There we go. And it's a great way to start a day. So a great way to start the day can come in here. And we'll adjust the syllables for it. And even if you're hearing 11Z's rhyming with senses, so 11Z's rhyming with senses instead of Hensley 11Z, it's still a good slant rhyme. So that works. It's a great way to start the day. So it's a great way to start the day. So that's 8. Let's alter it a little bit. Tis to start out your day. All right, I'm not. I am not upset with this at all. Let us look at it. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Second breakfast is not to be sneezed at. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. We eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. It pairs best with a cup of hot coffee. Flapjacks add warm and fluffy nutrients. Black pudding, sausage, eggs boiled softly. It tides you over until 11Z's, whether al fresco or on a nice tray. No other meal has equivalencies. 'Tis the best way to start out your day. Oh, Janine with a better version of that line. A most promising way to start our day. A most promising way to start our day. Let's say begin and make it an 11-syllable line as well. So most promising way to begin our day. A most promising way to begin our day. Let's do it that way. Oh, goodness gracious. Most promising way to begin our day. Al fresco on a nice tray. So, this entire stanza, let's make it 11 syllables. Whether al fresco or served on a nice tray. Whether fresco or served on a nice tray. So, it tied you over until 11 other meal equivalencies. Most missing way to begin our day. I am loving you. I am loving you all. This is brilliant. Let's read the whole thing that we have right now. Alex Stephen Arke suggesting a title for Shakespeare's Secret Life, a license to Quill. Damn it! I love it! I'm writing it down. Shakespeare's Secret Life, a license to Quill. Her Majesty's secret writing staff. Her Majesty's writing. I'm having too much fun. That's great. This is the highlight of the week. Thank you so very much. All right. And let's see. Let's read the whole thing. So, breakfast, the meal of the day. Second breakfast, not to be sneezed at. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. We eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. It pairs best with a cup of hot coffee. Flapjacks and warm and fluffy nutrients. Black pudding, sausage, eggs boiled softly. It tides you astray. No meal hallencies. I am loving this. In this small way, we can live as do kings. In this small way, we can live as do kings. Breakfast. You feel like the Lord of the Rings. Breakfast. You feel like the Lord of the Rings. Oh, that works. Technically, that works. That works. Let's see. In this small way, we can live as do kings. Breakfast. You feel like the Lord of the Rings. Right. In this small way, we can live as do kings. Breakfast. We feast as the Lord of the Rings. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. So, in this small way, we can live as do kings. Breakfast. We feast as the Lord of the Rings. Let's try it out, and I'm going to reformat it. The words here to just, I'm going to change it a little bit, change the font into a fancy one. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go this morning? Luminary is very nice. Oh, here. Font. Where's the Luminary? Ooh, and it feels hobbity too. So nice. All right. Let's go. So, second, and also let's let's throw up. Let's throw this up as well. Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. Oh, goodness gracious! Gotta check. Oh, almost. Oh. All right, now screenshots. Ode to breakfast and first and 11sies. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Second breakfast is not to be sneezed at. Coffee brewing and eggs cooking is the way. We eat and eat. Breakfast is needed stat. Stand by the fire and warm your cold hands. It pairs best with a cup of hot coffee. Flapjacks add warm and fluffy nutrients. Black pudding, sausage, eggs boiled softly. It tides you over until elevensies, whether al fresco or served on a nice tray. No other meal has equivalencies, a most promising way to begin our day. In this small way, we can live as do kings. Breakfast. Oh, friends, I love it. I love that so very much. And Janine says she's being swayed by the sentiment she might have to have breakfast for lunch. Yes, do, good friend, do. Rachel says it needs a border of elven ivy around the page. Yes, we do, Rachel. We do indeed. Abigail Belcastro, she's loving it. Well, friends, we did something great and wonderful today. In less than an hour, once again, I think this is week 11, we wrote a sonnet together. This is a collaborative work, and it could not have been done without any one of us. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy the show half as much as I enjoy making it. I obviously, and thus whatever you feel the show is worth, a 1, a 5, a 10. For a 50, I will come and read this sonnet in your front garden. Throw it into my hat. And by hat, I mean buy me a cup of coffee. Go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare and buy me a cuppa. Yes, right there. I'm going to have a sip right now. Not a noisy slip, because this is not Shakespeare's coffee break. And that is a disgusting and terrible habit I need to break myself up. Also, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon of the arts, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Shakespeare. My tiers start at $3 and go all the way up to $30. And right now, and for at least the next couple of months, all the tiers are the same. Everybody gets the same rewards, because I want everyone to have access to the silly, to the random, to the weird, to the art that you are helping to not have to get a real job. And I put so many hours in on this one already. I don't know what else I would do. But you are really helping me to make new things. And one of the benefits is coming back up next week. So Patreon benefit is next week, next Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is the next installment of Shakespeare's Friday Night Concert Series, this time featuring Matt Young, the Pride of Ireland. The digital doors will open at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Concert starts at 8. Tickets are $5 at the door, or on Eventbrite, rather. But patrons of both me and Matt Young, the Pride of Ireland, get to come, and you can get your ticket. I think I'm about to throw on the screen right now. Yes, there we go. RSVP right there and get tickets at that address, which I will also put into the comment section. That is next Friday night, March 19th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And here is the link in the comment section right now. Also, coming up, and let me get back to the screen here. Goodness. Let's see. Tomorrow morning, 10:35 Eastern Time, is the next installment, the watch party of Shakespeare Reviews, the movie review show I do with Andrew McKee, the Irish Bard, over with Life's Affair. New episodes are every Friday, and Friday morning at 10:35 p.m. 10:35 a.m. Excuse me. We are having a watch party now and talking about the movie. Tomorrow's movie is the Ian McKellen version of Richard III. And then tomorrow evening at 5:35 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube, we have Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. I was supposed to be able to announce the guests this morning. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting to hear from one of them. They are getting back to me. So it is Going to be almost last second announcement, but make sure you tune in and find out. It's going to be a great and good time. On Monday evening, so on Monday. On Monday evening at goodness 7 p.m. my Julius Caesar Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins is going to be playing with the Zenith Players. So please tune in and join me for that. As we are approaching the anniversary of all of our shows being online and streaming. And then on Thursday, the Zenith Players, 1 week from today, their 1 year anniversary of doing live theatre every week online. They are doing Much Ado About Nothing, which is the very first show that they did online, doing it with the Wheel of Shakespeare. 10 actors, 10 possibilities for scenarios, for settings, and also finding out who you're gonna be in the show. So I could be Benedict or Don Pedro or Don John or Dogberry or Beatrice or Hero. We don't know. It's going to be a great time. Join me for that. It's going to be so much fun. So lots going on, lots to happen. And I thank you all for being here and for joining me. Until this time, this great highlight of the day. Again, starting in a week or two, the version on Twitch is only going to be on Twitch because they need exclusivity. And so I'll be doing the show twice, probably at 9 a.m. and then also then at 10:35. So one is going to be just on Twitch and then the other on Facebook and YouTube. And it'll be a second sonnet. So we're going to be doing 2 a day. I hope you join me for either or both. Shakespeare's Coffee Break is going to be moving to just the Facebook page, facebook.com/Shakespeare's Coffee Break. So please go in and give that a like. And Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour is going to be only on YouTube. All of these changes are going to be kicking in for April. So this is the last month to watch it everywhere because I'm trying to consolidate you over to different things. It really helps with getting advertising and marketing for that. But thank you so very much for joining me here today. I love you. You love me. There is mutual glorious affection. And always remember that I'm Shakespeare, Will Shakespeare, on Her Majesty's secret writing team. Licensed